Hey guys, just going to be doing a quick video of a fuel tank removal on a Ninja 650. Going to be popping out my intake baffles and figured I'd record my efforts here for you. Now, to start off for safety, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to disconnect your negative battery terminal just to avoid any possibility of spark. Once that's done, the manual does recommend that you open the gas tank up to relieve any pressure. That way when you remove the fuel hose, it'll kind of alleviate some of the excess leakage that's going to happen. But regardless, I recommend you have a cloth ready or some paper towel, which we'll get to once the tank is off, just to absorb some of that fuel that's about to come out, because there will be some spillage regardless. The manual actually goes so far as to tell you to siphon out the fuel from the tank itself. I didn't do it. You don't have to. It does make the tank a bit heavier, but they're what, 16-liter tanks? It's not going to kill you. I always recommend having a friend help you when you're messing around with this, because when you get to the actual fuel lines themselves, it's a lot easier if someone holds up your tank for you. Otherwise, you're going to have to prop it up. Once you unbolt it, you can use something, I would say a 2x4, but make sure you cover it so you don't scratch your bike itself or your tank, and to prop it on so you can access the actual C-clip that's holding on your fuel line. Now, once your negative terminal is connected, you've alleviated the pressure by opening up your gas cap. You're going to also want to disconnect these two hoses right here. They could just be pulled off. They are held on by these little clips, which can be pinched together to kind of give you a little more play, but they're not on there too crazy, so you can just take that off. It's basically just a fuel drain hose and a fuel tank breather hose. So you're going to be pulling those guys off as well. Now, after you do all that precautionary work, you're going to go ahead and pop off this little key cover. It's just held in there. You can just pop it off. And then you're going to be removing these two screws, hex bolts on each side, which hold your cover or your shroud over your fuel tank. Once these two screws, there's one on each side, once they are removed, you can then proceed to pop off the cover itself. Now, this is held in by a piece of Velcro here, and of course on the other side. There are also like push pins into these rubber grommets right here. You can see my finger, and there are two right here on each side. So Velcro, pull, and it'll disconnect from those, the push pins from in there, and then lift to remove it. Once your lines are disconnected, you've removed your shroud, you then have three 10mm bolts to contend with. So two in the front, and there's a single one in the rear that just need to be removed. Okay, so once those screws are removed, you then have to disconnect your fuel line, which is held in, if you can see that, there's this clip right here which just unplugs, and that stays attached to your tank. And then there's this red clip here, which you can see is already broken a little, but all you have to do to disconnect it, stick a little screwdriver in there, pop it straight up, and that'll release it, which will allow you to pull off this and then remove the tank. So just to show you now, just to make your lives a little bit easier, don't fight with that. That is not what holds it in place. It's actually on the side here, and all you have to do is push it out. So use a flathead screwdriver, push it out like that, between the clip, and it just slides right out. And this is the C-clip. What I meant, you just stick a little screwdriver flat under there, pry it up so it's out, and that releases it. Have some paper towel ready, because it did leak some fuel, so just to avoid any headaches, get some paper towel there prior to removing your C-clip here and your fuel line. But that's it, now it's off, and there you go. That's how you remove the fuel tank off of a Ninja 650 2012-2015 model. If you like this video, if it helped you out, feel free to toss it a thumbs up. If you're not already, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.